Hello and welcome back to another video. So this time I am going to post a video on, I know I've been doing phones and stuff, but I want to switch it up, you know, tech. So there's all types of tech in the world, including microphones, cameras, monitors, TVs, including graphics cards, CPUs, and smartphones, RAM, SSD, NVMe, SATA, and I cannot cover every single unit of technology and every single individual unit especially because that would just take too long and way too many videos. So in this video I do want to cover the 2000 series of NVIDIA cards, but unfortunately we do not know a lot, which sucks. Yeah, so I'm just going to go over what I know. So, and also, if you want to pre-order the cards, there are 3 available to pre-order, and those are being the 2070 and the 2080 and the 2080 Ti. And what I find interesting is 2 years ago, when they released the Pascal 10,000 series of NVIDIA GPUs, they had the GTX 10. They released the 1080, the 1070, and the 1060, but they're not going to do that. They will release all cards eventually, and then later it came the 1050, 1050 Ti, and then the 1080 Ti, and then of course the GT 1030. So those are being all the Pascal cards. And then of course there's Titan series of Pascal, but we're not just going to mention it because I don't know about you guys, but I don't have $100,000 that I need to spend on a computer. But if you do, then, well, yeah, I don't even know what to say, I'm sorry. Alright, so, now there is, I'll try to detail as much, so everyone now just has a little information, but I'll try to cover as much as they give me, like what little they give me. I'll try to cover every single piece in detail. So, I'll start with the, so, as a lot of people, including myself, if you say I have a GTX 1080, then a lot of people, including myself that is, I'll say that, just assume NVIDIA, just simple. And then if I say an R9, R7, RX, Vega, AMD. It's just, yeah, but NVIDIA does want to change that because they did it for Pascal and Maxwell, and I believe they also did it for the 7000, yeah, 7000 series too. Sorry about that. And so RTX is what they're going to call the 20,000 series, which I think is definitely a cool thing because it's interesting. Like, so you just change it up, so I had no complaints to say, but it's just cool that they just changed up their name, and I definitely like that. So you're probably wondering about the starting prices of the 3 RTX 20,000 series of graphics cards I mentioned. And those are, now, if you've been following computers for 5+ years, I've been into tech for a while, ever since I was like 2 and stuff, but I didn't like do as much as I do now and stuff, but yeah, so I'll start with the 2070. So when I say this, you'll probably be like, what? So the okay, so I'm not even sure to myself to say this. Okay, so okay. the 2070. So I'll start with the 970 when that came out. Good card. It still plays modern games at 1080p at good quality to this day. Okay, so however, so that was a $350 card, and I could just like mention all the specs, video RAM, CUDA cores, but that would just be too long. So I'm sorry, I can't say that. And in this, okay, so then 9,000 series, 10,000 series, the GTX 1070 dropped at $400, and people were going, oh, I've just spent $50 more. Okay, like, yeah, I get it, like, it would be nice if it was $350, but like, price to charts isn't, like, it says that it's definitely worth the extra money. Okay, now this 2070 is just, it's freaking expensive. So I'm just going to say it starts at $600. Yeah. Alright, so I won't give as much detail as I did for the 70 series of graphics cards. And then, so 2070 starts at $600, the 2080 starts at $800, and the 2080's Ti starts at $1,200. Okay, now those are expensive cards. Before I knew the price, like, I was thinking about like picking one up like around the holiday season, and I still might. I haven't really made up my mind yet. But, so basically, yeah, that's what it is. However, you may know that there's NVIDIA, of course, there's G-Sync, which is just freaking amazing, of NVIDIA cards supporting it, which personally, myself, I'm a huge fan of V-Sync. And the 20,000 series of cards brings a new feature, ray tracing. So basically, I want to say like OLED monitors, but like that's not true. So like basically, color and contrast. It's very like it's more. I want to say like it's more true to life, but it's way more than that. Colors just look, I find it personally, it makes difference everywhere, but personally I find it in water and grass are the two things I think ray tracing makes the game just look amazing, especially in games such as Battlefield V, which I know hasn't come out yet, but you know, yeah, so those are my opinions on it. So yeah, I guess high prices, I know, but you know, and also CUDA core VRAM, clock speed, heats, oh my god. Okay, sorry, think, okay, heats, okay, I'm sorry, okay, so, the heats, tray is, no, so the heat cooling unit, I know there's a fancy name for it, I'm sorry. So, yeah, so basically, the graphics card, so basically, so those are just the things that CUDA core VRAM, type of VRAM, number of course, and then the, cooling, and then fans, and then, like, temperature, like, that stuff just isn't out yet. I know it will be released. And also, this is something that NVIDIA claims that could happen, but personally, I think they're just claiming, like, the most rated like experience of like basically it says that these cards will be 6 times faster. I know they haven't come out yet, but I just doubt that. Now, if it's true that they're 6 times faster, so if the 2070 was 6 times faster than the 1070, if the 2080 was 6 times faster than the 1080, if the 2080 Ti was 6 times faster than the 1080 Ti, dang, that would be some fast graphics cards. Wow. So basically, of course, GeForce Experience it supports, which is, wow, freaking amazing. If you like go to like some old commentary videos I made about like some computers and stuff, that will be used, yeah, GeForce, and of course, so when you buy the cards, it will of course have NVIDIA would have pre-installed the newest game drivers for you. Of course, supports shadow play, virtual reality, and all of these cards. Okay, and all of these cards, I do want to make clear the 3 cards I mentioned. Now, the features I'm about to say are for the 3 cards I mentioned. I'll get to the other cards in a separate video. Okay, so game ready drivers, NVIDIA Shadow Play, virtual reality, NVIDIA G-Sync, and of course HDR, DirectX 12, and 4K gaming compatible with it. Again, the features I mentioned are for the 3 cards I mentioned. And I promise, once those other cards do come out with like, information, like I will like definitely cover them. Yeah, so unfortunately, I know they give us information, but I just tried to say as much about each car. So basically, once like the CUDA cores and VRAM and that stuff comes out, I will of course mention that in another video. But so basically, I'll just say that the I'll just mention VRAM just to make this video shorter, and then next video I'll just get into more detail. So basically, I'll just talk about the 10 series its predecessors. So of course, the 1070 had 8GB of GDDR5, which is of course the standard VRAM. Of course, most have the RX 580 has it. Yeah, even like the Vega cards have it. So 8GB of GDDR5. The 1080 has 8GB of GDDR5X, which I can say it actually makes quite a difference. And then the 1080 Ti has, of course, 11GB of GDDR5X. And then, so basically, the 1070 was 400, the 1080 was 500, and the 1080 Ti was 700. So, for $100 more, then, so, for $100 more than the 2070, you could buy a 1080 Ti. That better be a really good 2070, to make. If it's not, then, you know, I'm just not even going to bother. And, like, sometimes, I guess, hopefully, NVIDIA won't do this, but you might know, like, Apple did something like, so basically, they released the iPhone XS, which is just garbage, and then people were like, actually, no, I want 10, and then, Apple didn't, they took the 10 off their stores, so now you're not allowed to buy a 10, so you have to buy the XS, but that is a separate conversation. So I hope that's not what happens with these cards, and I hope not only will the 10 series be available in the market, but the 20 series, even though it's unlikely, I hope all of their claims, including the 6 times speed, so 600% speed increase over its previous generation of graphics card, is true. I really hope, I want to believe it so bad, but I'm not sure if I can. So I believe it when I see it. Thank you everyone for watching this video. If you made it to the end, Thank you so much. Share this video around, like, subscribe. I appreciate all the support I can get. Thank you so much, everyone. Alright, peace out.